let's take a look at the PureGym sustainability report and just see how green it actually is. To find it, you go into Google, type PureGym sustainability, up pops this. I've tried other searches, this is the best I can get. Go into it and we get a web page. I've highlighted some things in here, just ignore my highlighting. Problem number one, it says it's actually becoming an important area of focus for the group. That's not evident from this page. We're making progress on developing an overarching sustainability strategy. Are they? Really? Honestly, there's no evidence of it on here. The group sustainability is actually overseen by the risk committee, all right? The Risk and Sustainability Committee, which is headed up by the CEO. So it says in here, you're challenged and supported by the board of directors. In my experience, it takes a strong board to challenge the CEO of any subcommittee. So I see a question on the governance side here. What have they actually done? Let's have a look at it. The only thing I can find on this page is 100% renewable power. These days, that's dead easy. When you're buying it, you tick A or B on the supply contract. It might cost you an extra 0.6 of a penny, which is nothing these days, i.e. about 3%, 4% on a typical electricity bill. And that's all I can see on here. This stuff that I've highlighted in pink, just ignore. That's the legal minimum of everything going on down here. It just says we're complying with the law. And these are the actual figures that they've come up with. Now, let's just dig into these a bit. Scope 1, which is typically gas, fuel, but in their case I think it'll probably be gas. And it's 2,000 tonnes. Yeah, it's lower than I would expect, to be honest, but there you go. Electricity is 9,000 tonnes. Again, a lot lower than I would expect by a long shot. Maybe because I don't think many PureGyms have got pools, jacuzzis, what we call wet areas, and wet areas suck power. You know, there's a lot of, it takes a lot of energy to warm water up and keep that humidity right in the space that you're looking to have the wet area in. I'd like to see details on the equipment, because they obviously lease equipment or they buy equipment. There's no details of that here. I'd like to see details on the buildings themselves. There's no details of that here. I'd like to see details of the supply chain, where they buy from, you know, and who do those people buy from? Where does stuff come from? No details of that here. The only thing I can see is direct from operations, transport, which is a measly 482 tonnes. So, you know, there's not a lot of information in here. This is the legal minimum, if that. Okay, so maybe they score better on diversity and sort of the social aspect. This is an ESG report, after all. It's not just an E, it's the E, S and G. Not really, no. They've got 2 directors, they're both male. Senior managers, the males outweigh the females. You know, so it's not great. And so I suppose it's the end of the world if they've only got 2 directors, but you know, it's not great. So let's have a look. Detail. I score them 1 out of 5 on detail. There's very little detail. This is a greenwash page, okay? Legally minimum. We care, no evidence of that. Method. I can't see any method in here except for we are going to be buying green electricity, okay? So I'm giving them a 1 on that. The plan itself, well, they've moved to green electricity. I'll give them something, that's a half a point. How transparent is it? It's not really, is it? It just says, you know, if you've got any problems, refer them to the CEO. Who's going to do that? Effort, not a lot. You know, half a point out of 5. Taking to a grand total of 3 out of 25 points, which if you reverse it to look at the greenwash is a 22 out of 25 greenwash score. So PureGym, yeah, I can see you bought the power, but you know, this is not great. And having compared it to other people like the Gym Group and David Lloyd, this is by far the worst. Okay, so there you go. How green are the PureGym? Not very, but watch this space. You know, maybe the guys are going to pull it out of a hat. We'll see. Okay, hope that was useful. See you next time.